All right, episode 4 is another fantastic episode. I do have to say, though, and I don't think I've said a single negative comment about this series in season 1 or 2, but I got to be 100% here. I want to be authentic. I will say there is one negative. The series gets a little cartoonish at times. But it's nothing I can't roll with. You know, Reacher is a larger-than-life character, and the special investigators are basically a superhero team at this point, right? Like, it's fine. Would I prefer it a little more grounded? Sure. But beggars can't be choosers. I'm grateful this series exists. It stays true to the source material. It gives us the best, most accurate portrayal of live-action Reacher I could ever possibly imagine. So, I'm here for it. Like, it does. It gets a little, just at times, just a little unbelievable. Like, in the last episode when they throw pipe bombs in an apartment and shoot a bunch of bad guys in the middle of the city, and you don't even hear any sirens. Like, no cops, no ambulances, no fire department, nothing. It plays kind of, like a comic book or something. But I love comic books, so I'm not going to complain. And I love that they include comic books in this series. I love that the assassin guy, the AM character, is into comic books. I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, in episode 4, the special investigators head to Boston to track down a political aide who can give them info about New Age, or about a specific project by New Age called Little Wing. New Age, by the way, is an aerospace tech company. Thank you, Graf Fuller, for that correction in my last episode when I said it was a tech company. I don't remember what I said, but it is an aerospace technology company. I think I called it a security company. Anyway, moving on. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, our assassin character, AM, brutally takes out some doctors and nurses at this cosmetic surgery facility where it seems like he's in the market for a new face. Now, I don't understand why he would take out all the people who would be performing this surgery, or maybe this isn't what he's actually there for. It remains to be seen. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing there. But if he was going to pull a, Nicolas Cage and do a face-off, why would he kill all the people before they perform the surgery? I don't know. So anyway, with the help of a surprise guest, Finley returns from season 1. They use him to help interrogate this political aide, and they get the info they need about Little Wing. Little Wing is basically an anti-missile technology that's meant for defense, but it could be repurposed as an offensive weapon, like creating missiles that never miss their target. And this seems to be the reason behind all the killings, but not everything quite adds up just yet. So I'm sure there's still more to find out about that. It doesn't make sense that they would kill all these people because of this at this point. They also go to the woman's house from New Age, the one that originally set them up by sending them into that ambush in the last episode. She's clearly skipped town and took her teenage daughter with her, I guess. Great joke by O'Donnell, once again, when they notice that the toothbrushes are missing, and Reacher says something about, like, well, you wouldn't take your toothbrush, you wouldn't ransack a house and then just steal the toothbrushes, and he says something about, like, maybe the person who was there, maybe the person who took the toothbrushes is Reacher's soulmate, and I thought that was pretty great. Did I mention how much I love O'Donnell? Still my favorite character in this series. He's hilarious. And I don't know, he just brings something. I really loved him in the book as well. Although in the book, his character is a little different. He had and this could have been just the audio version that I listened to, but I'm pretty sure it describes him as having kind of a English accent, like a I don't know, almost like a snobby veneer. But I love it. I love him in this. I loved him in the book, even though his character is a little bit different, and I absolutely love him in this series, maybe even more than in the book. So this episode, like the big crescendo, it ends with this giant biker brawl, which this is where, like I said, things get a little cartoony. Like there's a part where this guy drives by on a motorcycle and uses a chain. I mean, this is straight out of like a video game or comic book, right? This is Ghost Rider. He's like whirling a chain around. And I love that Reacher just like wraps it around his arm and rips the guy off the bike. Like it's nothing. That's one thing that's pretty great from the book and this series is that they make Reacher a little bit larger than life. Like he's so big and thick that it's hard to damage him at all. And I love that. Like he makes regular men look like children when he's fighting them. And then Reacher always breaks a lot of bones and uses the quickest manner possible to take people down. And he does that a lot with these bikers. And I love that everyone, like I said, it gets a little silly because it's like, come on, they all have their own skills, but are they all this good at hand-to-hand combat? Apparently so. But it's a cool scene. It's a cool scene when they have to take on all these bikers, take them all out. It's a little unbelievable that bikers would all put their guns away just to keep things quiet when they're being paid to kill these people. But it makes for great TV. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great scene. Probably my favorite action sequence of this series so far. And there's been like an action sequence, at least one in every single episode. And I think this one takes the cake. I think this is the best one we've had so far. The last thing in the episode, there's a phone call between T-1000, the T-1000. You know who I'm talking about. Like the guy that is the head of security of New Age. That guy. Shows him on the phone with Reacher and kind of gears us up and sets the stage for episode 5. Like Reacher is coming after this dude and the special investigators are going to take him down. As I said, another great episode. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're listening in podcast form. You can reach out on Instagram, X, TikTok, any of those places. I also drop these reviews on TikTok if you don't know that, if you're watching this on YouTube. But yeah, you can find these reviews all over. Let me know what you think. I want to hear what you guys think of this series so far. Mostly positive reviews. I just saw a post earlier that said Reacher was the #1 series of 2023. Already, Reacher Season 2 is the #1 series streamed on Amazon Prime for this year. And, the year's almost over. So, like, all the other shows have had plenty of time to take their spot. And Reacher takes the #1 spot. So, really excited for that. It just means we're going to get more and more. As you know, we're already getting a Season 3. It's already been confirmed that they're working on it right now. So, who knows how many seasons we're going to get. Hopefully, like 30. So, we can get all the books in live action. Anyway, as I said, let me know what you think. If you enjoy this sort of thing, if you're a big Reacher fan like me, please subscribe to the channel or favorite or follow Daily BS Podcast. And if you do decide to stick around, then I'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks.